I want you to visualize this real quick, bro. Picture yourself 10 years into the future. So today's day is September 13th. Imagine yourself September 13th, 2033. You're waking up on a beautiful Sunday morning. It's 10 a.m. outside. You wake up, you look to your left. There's a beautiful model next to you, an absolute 10. You look to your right, another model next to you, another 10. You get out of bed, you walk over to your balcony to get your morning sunlight. You do this every single morning. You love feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, getting blinded by the sunlight. It'll take about 10 seconds for your eyes to adjust, but once they finally adjust, you see the Hollywood sign right outside your bedroom window. And as you're looking at the Hollywood sign, you realize, you've seen it like 10,000 times already at this point. It doesn't really mean much to you. You can literally see the entire city of Los Angeles from your bedroom balcony, from your $10 million mansion. How do you feel? Knowing that you have two models in your bed, knowing that you see the Hollywood sign every day that you wake up, you're in your mansion that costs millions of dollars. You want to go out and go drive around the city. So you go back inside of your house and go downstairs, and you have 10 cars to choose from. Which one's going to be? Is it going to be the Lambo? Is it going to be the Rolls Royce? Is it going to be the Ferrari? No. You choose the car that is your most prized possession, the one that you were influenced 10 years ago by a certain man because he called you out. He called you out and asked you, what color is your Bugatti? So you choose the Bugatti. You choose the Bugatti to drive around to Los Angeles. And as you're riding around, you feel nothing. You work so hard to get this Bugatti, but driving it doesn't feel as fun as it did the first time. The day you got it was probably one of the happiest days of your life, but now it's kind of like, it doesn't really feel like much. How do you feel? You still feel good. This is what you wanted, right? You wanted to get this Bugatti because you've been convinced by Tate to get a Bugatti, right? So why aren't you feeling happy? Why don't you feel happy having these models in your bed? Why don't you feel happy living in Los Angeles, having everything that you could ever want at your doorstep, but you feel empty inside? Why do you feel empty? You've literally won at life. You never have to work a job again. You have financial freedom now. You have time freedom now. You have location freedom now. You have everything you've ever wanted in your life. So then why don't you feel happy? Truthfully, you should feel empty. You should feel like that, bro. There's a reason why Andrew Tate is converted to Islam. There's a reason why Sneeko converted to Islam. It's a reason why Myron is starting to become more religious. It's a reason why Hamza is starting to become more spiritual, because money does not buy you happiness, bro. Money really is worthless at the end of the day. The status that you get, the power that you get, fame, clout, whatever you could name, at the end of the day, none of it really matters. There are countless of millionaires, billionaires saying money doesn't make them happy. And there's going to be some broke boy watching this video. He's like, oh, of course money makes me happy. Like, I want $20,000. If they don't want their money, I'll take it instead. But it's like, up to a certain point, money can buy you the stuff you need in life. Money can set you up good for the rest of your life. If you're making $20,000 a month, $25,000 a month. But there's studies that show that after like 100K, bro, once you make 100K, if you make more than that, money doesn't even matter, bro. Because now, what is another $10,000 if you're making 100K? What is another $20,000? Like, this is like penny, bro, pocket change for people once you're making that much money. So your baseline is already so high now that any more money is practically worthless to you. We're so brainwashed by the media to be constantly consuming, constantly buying new items, getting new cars, new watches, new fucking womans and shit, bro. And it's making people depressed. And now people are starting to realize that and are starting to embrace actual practical things that make life purposeful and meaningful, like religion and spirituality. I grew up as a Muslim, and my parents did a wonderful job at raising me. I will be going to like Sunday school, learning like more about Islam and shit. I've been practically praying like 5 times a day for as long as I could remember. And that's all thanks to my parents, bro. Like, mashallah, may God like bless them, but they really tried their best to raise me, despite the fact that they weren't even properly religious growing up themselves. So for them to be able to pass on teachings of Islam onto me while I'm growing up really like impacted my life and helped me become a better Muslim. But the problem comes when I grow up and I'm exposed to so many different ideologies, people, exposed to Christianity, Judaism, exposed to atheism, agnostic, exposed to Buddhism, exposed to Hinduism, all these different religions, all these different theologies and shit. You're going to start to question, like, what am I doing? Is Islam even right? Am I even doing like what I'm supposed to be doing in life, like praying to God and shit, or am I gonna like reincarnate as a cow after this life and shit? So it's like a lot of thoughts going in my head because I don't know. Ask like a 12, 13-year-old, like, what's the meaning of life? This kid is not gonna give you a proper answer. This kid's gonna say, my purpose in life is to play Fortnite. So eventually I start getting more and more indoctrinated to believe Islam is bad. Islam's a cult, and I start straying away further and further. I start doing a bunch of shit that I really do regret, all because I wanted to look cool and stuff, but Islam didn't allow it and shit. So I'm like, you know what, forget Islam, I'm gonna abandon it so I can be free. Free, bro. I'm gonna get a tattoo, I'm gonna start drinking, I'm gonna start smoking and shit, I'm gonna start being like an alpha male and shit. I'm gonna start getting all these hoes and shit, bro. I'm gonna start living my life. I'm gonna become red pill as hell. Get all the women I want, get all the money I want, get all these cars. I got a little bit of success that I wanted. I only had to put like a little bit of effort. Just lose like 20 pounds. Now all of a sudden I'm getting attention from girls that I never got my whole life. I'm making more friends because I'm smoking with them, I'm drinking with them and shit. And I look like I blend in because I'm one of them now, bro. Welcome to the club. Come on, join me, bro. All you gotta do is leave Islam and start drinking with me. This is the type of mindset that I had, and it really made me feel empty. And I didn't know it at the time. Why do I feel so empty? Why am I so like unhappy? Because like this is what I wanted. I wanted to get more girls. I wanted to have more fun, go to parties and shit, go to concerts and shit, have fun. But then, why isn't it making me feel good? Why do I feel so empty? It's like I'm missing something. And then COVID came around, everybody was on lockdown, and I had nothing to do but just sit in my room, bro. I play a lot of Warzone when I'm bored, but there's gonna be times when I don't even want to play the game. I would just want to sit. And when I'm sitting, those intrusive thoughts come to my head, thinking like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I'm really just fucking up, not doing shit. And somehow I discovered new age spirituality, saying you're one with the universe. Everything that you see is like a reflection of yourself because you are a creator. It made me feel better temporarily, thinking, so I'm spiritual now, bro. And I got into like meditating and stuff. Meditating, realizing that you're not your thoughts, you're just like the observer of your thoughts. Every thought that comes to your mind, every action you do is not you, because the body and the soul are two completely different entities. Your soul can leave this body, bro, every night. Every night your soul leaves this body. Like, this body is nothing. This body is going to decompose and decay in 1,000 years, but your soul is always going to be here. I got more into spirituality and I started improving my life more. And I realized, wait a minute, bro. Like, the Quran literally talks about meditating. The Quran literally talks about journaling. The Quran talks about reading, becoming a better man, being able to provide for your family and shit, being able to live a purposeful life, being led astray and shit, doing shit that's like against Islam, doing shit that, like all these like non-believers do and shit. And the only way I felt like I can justify leaving Islam is by bashing it. And the only way I felt like justifying myself was to like leave Islam, so that way I don't feel guilty because I'm not a Muslim. So it doesn't matter if I smoke and drink and shit, because that's not going to impact me, bro. I'm just going to reincarnate and I'm going to become like a rich guy, bro. I'm going to reincarnate as a rich person and shit. And I'm still not perfect, bro. Like, I still swear a lot. I'm trying to like dress more modestly, not going out with like shorts and shit. Getting rid of like these pointless tattoos that I got when I was like 16, 17 years old. Look, I still have a lot of work to do, but the progress that I've made in becoming a better Muslim, I realized that there's nothing in this world without religion. That's why all these people like Andrew Tate converting to Islam, Sneeko converting to Islam, Myron converting to Islam, all these red pill degenerates, bro, all these red pillars, influencers, male influencers telling you, bro, all you need to do is make money, escape the matrix, fuck a lot of bitches, and you'll be happy with your life. Go get the Lamborghini, go get the 10K penthouse in Dubai, because, you know, Dubai is tax free and shit. It doesn't really matter if you move there because you're going to be paying less money. But they don't talk about how everybody in Dubai is depressed because the weather is shit. Everybody's not talking about how you can get a Lamborghini, but then you get bored after like 2 days because a Lamborghini and a Honda's exactly the same thing. It's just it looks different and one's faster than the other. If you literally died tomorrow, your car is gone, your house is gone, your woman is gone. Everything is gone except for what you've left in this life, what you've done to spread the message of religion, to spread the message of becoming more spiritual and in tune with your body, in tune with like praising the All High and shit. That's the only thing you're gonna take away with you. You're not taking the house with you, you're not taking the Lambo with you when you die. And it's hard, bro, because I was there too. I was red pill as hell at one point, thinking that, you know, I'm going to move to Dubai. I'm going to move and get my Lamborghini. I'm going to move and have 4 wives, you know, because Islam allows me to have 4 wives. So I might have 4 wives. But, you know, none of that is even matter. None of that even matters. Why do you want the Lamborghini, bro? You don't even want a fucking Lamborghini, bro. You only want it because it comes with status, because it gives you clout, so that when you drive down the street, you can get people's heads turning. That's why you want the Lamborghini. You don't want the Lamborghini for yourself. You want it so other people can validate you. You don't want a mansion in the hills. You want it because you want status. You want people to know, oh, I have a mansion in the hills. That's why I'm successful and you're not. I have 4 wives, but I treat all of them like garbage. I only talk to them because when I want to fuck them and shit. Like, absolutely disgusting, bro. And you know, a lot of these influencers, they might be converting just, you know, for like a little bit of status and shit. They might not actually have like good intentions, but I feel like that's such a dumb way to actually see them for like the negative shit, like using Islam as like a point to like make them look like a good person and shit, make it look like they like have like good values and shit. Like whatever the reason is, I feel like you need to look at somebody with like good intentions. Who knows, bro, like these red pillars might actually not give a fuck about Islam, but who are you to judge them on that? Who are you to call them out on their struggles, on their like path to enlightenment and shit? Soul's desires in life is completely different from your ego's desires in this life, because what your soul wants and what your ego wants is completely different. Your ego is like a little child, bro, that won't shut up. It's like, oh, I want this car because he has one. I want this house too because he has one. It's like your ego just wants. It's just like a little kid, and it is never satisfied. You can get your ego what it wants. You can give him like the Lambo. You can give him the Rolls Royce. You can get him the Bentley and shit. It's always gonna want more. It's never going to be satisfied. It's why you need to be able to discipline your ego, be like meditating and shit, so you're mindful of your ego's desires, because your ego is going to want everything, when your soul, what you truly want in this life, is going to actually want something else. Because if your purpose in life, bro, imagine your purpose in life is right here. Okay? Your purpose for this video, let's say your purpose is to build becoming an imam, all right? Imams are basically the Islamic priests and shit. They give lectures during like the Friday prayers. Those are what imams are. And your purpose in life is to become an imam and spread the word of God. Let's say that's your purpose in life. That's what your soul's truest desire is, to spread the message of God. But as you're going to school and stuff, you know, everybody's talking about, oh, they want to escape the matrix, they want to get rich, they want to be financially free and stable. And you go on YouTube and you watch How to Get Rich, and you see Iman Gadzhi talking about becoming like an SMMA owner, right? Oh, so you're like, oh, I need to become an SMMA, that's my purpose in life. SMMA. Yeah, bro, that's what my purpose in life is for sure. But I need the Lamborghini too, because if I'm a professional, if I'm a successful business owner, I need to have a Lamborghini, right? So I need that Lambo too. I need to get that Lambo. Oh, but you know, if I have a business, I have to pay taxes. So let me move to Dubai real quick so I pay less taxes, right? Yeah, that's my purpose in life. I'm moved to Dubai. And so every single time you have a new desire in your life, you're just like surrounding your purpose. And the only way to get to your purpose is to get through these desires. Realize that all your desires are like part of your ego and not like your true self. But when you have all these desires, bro, to get here, you have to get through this one. You have to get through that. You have to get the buying shit. You gotta go get the Lambo. Go get 4 wives and shit. Become a business owner and shit until you get here. How long is this going to take? Realistically speaking, this might take your entire life, and you may not truly discover and truly live out your purpose in life because you have all these external you have all these external desires that weren't even yours in the first place, that came because you see somebody else who want these desires, who have these desires, and now you think, oh, that's my desire too, I want to be like that as well. But it doesn't work like that. When you actually strip away everything, when you realize that all this material bullshit doesn't matter at the end of the day, all that really matters is just completely different from what we've been told our whole lives. Life is basically a test for your desires to see if you're going to fall victim to your vices, if you're going to fall to your ego's desires and get all these desires in life. And if you pass the test, that's when you're able to live your true purpose in life, live true to yourself. But when you fail these tests, when you do what you start you start pursuing a life that was never really meant for you, that was meant for some other people in this life, but it wasn't meant for you. That's when the depression comes. That's when the feeling of emptiness comes, because everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to follow the same script: blow up, get rich, get some clout online, disappear, and have like a nice house, have a nice car, have a nice everything in life, everything they've ever wanted in life. But that's not your life. And the only way you can do that is actually sit down and think what you truly want in this life. And you're going to think of a million different things that you want, bro. You might want to become a YouTuber. You might want to become like an actor. You might want to become like an NFL player and shit. And you need to actually think, is this desire coming from me, or is this somebody else's desires? I remember I started lifting weights, right? Because everybody's saying, yeah, lift weights and get strong and jacked, and then you get girls and shit. But I never even wanted to lift weights. I really don't even enjoy it. I enjoyed it the first year, but then after that I realized lifting weights is a waste of time. Because like my brain doesn't work, and I need my brain to work at all times. It's like I can't go in the morning, or else my brain's fucked up the rest of the day, and I can't go at night, because then I can't, my sleep is infected, and then if my sleep's affected, it messes up the next day. And so it's like the desire to lift weights and get strong only came because I wanted more women and shit, only came because people are telling me to go lift weights. It was never a desire of mine. And now, like, I work out the way I want to work out now, bro. I work out 15 minutes a day, and I've never enjoyed it more. I've never enjoyed working out more, and I have more gains than I've ever had in my life the last 3 months compared to the last 2 years that I've been lifting. Lifting 2 hours a day, push-pull legs and shit is complete bullshit, bro. But that's besides the point. You need to figure out what your purpose in life by sitting down and reflecting on your true desires, your core desires that stem from your childhood. And the reason I say from your childhood is because when you're a child, you have desires. And these are pure desires that wouldn't exist from any external influences. But as you get older, as you start going to school, as you start making new friends, you start meeting new people, you start watching different YouTube videos, you watch Andrew Tate shorts, you watch my videos and shit, all this like indoctrination comes in, and you start like polluting your true desires in life. And now all of a sudden you have like hundreds and hundreds of desires and purposes that you want to fulfill that you were never supposed to fulfill in the first place. But when you strip everything away, you realize all that really matters in this life is not becoming red pill. It's not getting a house. It's not getting rich or famous and shit. It's actually worshiping God. Worshipping God is your true purpose in life, and that really should be what you revolve your life around. So embrace religion, reject degeneracy.